Everybody, welcome back to Airplane in the Game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor, doing a little Blitzcrank action here. I really wanted to play Janna with Jinx, but then they picked Twitch. And I really feel like I should have banned Twitch. But I don't know, I had to ban Kassadin though. I mean, all the bans on our team were pretty good, for the most part. I picked Blitz because we really need to like threaten and crush this guy early. Like I could play the Janna and just try to outscale Twitch with Jinx, but I think that Twitch is going to win that. So I'm just opting for a little bit more of a dangerous move, just to try to pressure early. I mean, Blitz is pretty good later. If I can grab Fizz and knock him up and silence him. And like, if Twitch appears and I have a clean shot at him, I just have to watch for him in team fights. If he appears and I grab him in a team fight, then we can blow him up. I just feel like I need more engage than Janna, because they're going to outscale us. If you scale better, a lot of times Peel is better, or can be good on your team. But if they outscale you, then you have to have engage, because you can't let them just go to endgame. Shouldn't have her chompers yet, but just figure I'd put a little bit of damage on him. I do think Blitz is very good right now. Blitz is good against all the enchanters, and those are the best class, so he's like the paper to the rock. Blitz just puts out so much pressure in solo queue, like they have to respect it, they have to back up. Unless Lee's coming. Her shield's down. Didn't get that one. Okay, they killed Lee up top, that's fine. Okay, Blue is not really punishing me that hard for missing. She doesn't look like she has a lot of AP either. A little bit. Just doesn't do a lot of damage yet. Oh, I'm gonna go ward. Okay, there's Lee. I was gonna say thank you so much for the sub. This is not a stream game though. How we look on CS? About even. Like, Jinx does scale really well. I just think Twitch is scarier because he just has that AoE. I mean, so does Jinx with rockets, but I don't know. Whatever. I feel like it's fine. If we don't get super far ahead, it's not like the end of the world. It's not like it's Ezreal versus Twitch or something, but... got her exhaust. They both started Doran's blade instead of Doran's shield. That's really weird. Oh, she would have hit that. I could have had a nice hit. I need to hit Twitch. I don't know. Like, it is hard to kill them. 2v2, just because Lou has so many tricks to like keep people alive.
An ally has been slain.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a kill back though from Elise.
Killing spree.
Slowly losing out a little bit of CS here. Now, I really wish that Jinx would drop Chompers. I don't think she dropped Chompers. If she doesn't do it again, then I'm going to tell her to drop Chompers. Like, if she drops Chompers right when I knock somebody up, it's just like with a Caitlyn trap or something. It's pretty much lights out. And Zed could be in trouble there. He's going to get away. Come on, Zed, baby. You got it. Trying to see if I need to rotate up there. If they start running down to the bottom side of the river, I can rotate up. But... okay, Fizz is potentially coming down here. I didn't see how much health he had, but never mind. He disappeared out of vision. Yeah, that was the thing where if she dropped Chompers... it's possible. I didn't see it. I mean, that could be happening and that she polys every time. Oh, what? I could have rotated up there. I don't know. I was kind of low. I didn't see... I should have had better map vision. I maybe could have rotated up there. I don't know. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. I'm kind of tempted just to go Moby Boots and try to roam more. Okay, so maybe Jinx is getting polymorphed before she can chomp her. I feel like... I don't know, I'd have to watch a replay. I mean, it doesn't matter how I feel. All I can do is tell her to chomp whenever I knock him up, and if she does it, she does it. If she doesn't, she doesn't. I mean, I think that saying something is helpful if you're not too forceful and you're not like too like accusatory about it. You know, if you're not like seem like you're blaming them or something. If you're just telling them like chomper or whatever. You know, I think that's helpful. But you just gotta if they don't do it, you just gotta let it go. She does have 5 stacks on her, I guess. I feel like if she just throws chompers, though, whenever I knock up, then it's... like, it 100% would have killed Lulu. She's 6-1. Yeah, it 100% would have killed Lulu earlier. I feel like I can't even pull right now. Fizz is starting to get a couple of kills though, which I don't like, but... I need to get more wards down. I mean, I could airstrike this ward here. Can't really get ideal wards right now. He's gonna do it? Yeah, I'll just do it, whatever. Yeah, at least top. Come on, Irelia. Come on, Irelia. We got Dragon Nest, that's fine.
An enemy has been slain.
I think he just backed, but... okay, they're not going up there. I was just making sure they weren't going up there.
As long as
I need to go buy. Who's over there? Not Twitch. Okay. Twitch. I missed everything. Alright, that's fine. It's gonna be really hard to kill him now that Lulu has ult. Getting a little out farm, it's not a huge deal. I'm gonna go ahead and work towards Mobies. That's the most important item. Like Blitz, once you get mobility boots plus Sightstone, you're pretty much good to go. Who's dying on our team? Yeah, Jinx is very good at she's very good at sieging towers. She gets such crazy attack speed.
Shut down.
Dude, just like obviously they're gonna collapse on you, Zed. It's just Fizz. Alright. Fair enough. What? Okay. Here comes Blitz. Or not Blitz, Lee. He's dead.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Yeah, Twitch is bottom.
Enemy has been slain.
Oof. That was a little scary. Alright, now we got our Moby boots. Grab a couple control wards, whatever. Let's roll. Roaming around, making some stuff happen. Now, I really had died 3 times, but she is up 50 CS or something, so.
As long as it takes.
Get some good vision down for everybody here.
Remain focused.
An ally has been slain.
They're not gonna get it. I gotta hold though, make sure they don't get this tower. Don't have any vision in the river proper.
Victory. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I do have some vision around here. Get a little bit more. This corridor.
Precisely.
might as well get it. I mean, we're standing right there, you know. We've got vision. We pushed him off.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Yeah, we maybe catch this guy. Bless. Okay, well, we got him, I guess. Ugh. Damn, I shouldn't have died there. I should have exhausted before I knocked him up, because he got the taunt on me. Or I should have silenced. I think it still would have taunted me, though. Or exhausted. It was the tower that killed me, really. Is that 500 damage off that tower? Unfortunate. Okay. Are they gonna get middle? Probably gonna get middle. Yeah. Okay. Kind of working around like clockwork here.
Precisely.
Check the vision. Alright, Elise is here. Okay, so we're definitely crushing all the objectives. We're marginally ahead in kills. Kills don't really matter that much. I need to play around Elise. There's Twitch. There's Twitch. Okay, whatever. Use my W or my E just for faster autos. Probably dead. Oof. No, I shouldn't have used my thing. I didn't know we were making a play. Crap. Well, it's gonna be up in a moment. Okay. Yeah, I should not have used my hand to grab the scuttle for a faster kill on it. I didn't notice we were all fighting bottom. That was bad. No. I think we're... Probably gonna burn out. Oh, he made it. Okay. We'll go with that. I guess we'll just go Knight's Vow, I think. I mean, other option would be Redemption, but Knight's Vow would unquestionably be the pick in 7.12. This is still 7.11 though. I think if I can just put it on Irelia and keep her up, I mean, or at least, Irelia doesn't look impactful because she's 0-4, but she has a lot of CS and she still is really strong because of her items. Like, at some point, like, the CS just, or the kills just don't matter. It's like, do you have items or not? And she does have items. So, I mean, the only reason that kills matter is because they give you gold. Well, that's not entirely true. It does give you map advantage too, but I'm basically saying that people can be powerful even if it seems like they don't have a lot of kills, as long as they have gold. I'm not going in on that. Got him. God. This dude is so mad. Oh wow. I didn't even realize they were doing Baron, okay. I don't have no mana left. Gotta buy. Sure. Now, I'm just gonna hold on to this Knight's Vow. Whoever's in trouble, whoever I'm fighting with, I'm just gonna put it on him. I wish they would lower the cooldown. Like, 90 seconds is quite a long time. I feel like 1 minute would be appropriate. Oh god, that looks like a... yeah, it's a massacre. He's trying to Baron up these minions. Let's just go get this. Okay. Oh god, I missed it. Okay, he got out though. Yeah, I'm probably dead. It was not worth. He did get a lot of kills out of that, so that was really good. I feel like we could have just gotten Dragon though, but I mean, it worked out. I think it was dumb of him to go in 1v4, but... oh crap, I forgot the Knight's Vow. That was a mistake. I'm not used to playing tanks on this patch, so I don't have that item as much. It's not like an alarm in my head going off to put that on something. Like it is like, use redemption, use redemption, use redemption. In a fight. Pull it up here so maybe I'll see a little bit better. Okay. And this is why it's important to like play the same types of champs a lot who get similar items, not the same items every time, but just so you're used to like different item power spikes, especially with activatables, just so it's like, you know, kind of ingrained in your routine to use them in certain ways at certain times. put it on, maybe put it on Zed at this point. Zed is pretty impressive. We're just gonna get towers. I wish we'd just get a second inhibitor.
Enemy double kill. Enemy has been slain.
Just leave me. Just leave me. People always want to get these base towers. These things don't matter. The inhibitors are like infinitely better than these base towers. Like if we got a second inhibitor there, that's guaranteed Baron when it comes up in a few minutes. Or guaranteed anything. I mean, like inhibitors are so important for map pressure. Like we're still in a good position, but you know, the game's not locked up. We can still lose this. And the Twitch is starting to come online.
Precisely.
We're kind of in this pattern now where they keep fighting when I'm not there the last like 2 or 3 fights. And I'm not like as incremental to winning fights as someone like Janna is, but I'm still pretty important. Still have some pretty good picks. And this guy's just getting too big for his britches here. This is one thing that I don't like about good players sometimes, or like good players, you know, people that are mechanically good, is they get lazy. Like, we did get the second inhibitor, which is good, but this last 2 fights, like, this Zed ran in, 1v4, died, and then everyone else died bottom, and I wasn't even there. Like, I showed up at the very end after Zed had already died and Twitch had died. Or Twitch had killed 1 or 2 people bottom.
Precisely.
Did we get Twitch? Okay, we did get Twitch. I think we can probably win it off of Jinx. Oof. Jeez. Guys, just end the game. Who cares about Lee? We got 3 people. They're Platinum 1, almost Diamond, that are like chasing Lee instead of ending the game. We got it there. This is why it's important to shot call to tell people. People just get an autopilot. They're like, oh, I gotta go kill, you know, and they're not thinking, hey, we can just end the game. We killed everybody. So that was a really dangerous pick there because they're in that total hallway with Twitch. But Jinx is pretty good in those hallways too, so it ended up working out. But yeah, I mean, it was getting a little dicey there for a minute or two. Yeah, I just had to try to calm people down, not blame, not yell at people or anything like that, but just communicate, hey, we need to group up, and just end the game. Like, wait on the minions to push, all of that kind of stuff. So there are people, I've seen so many guides, and people will say things like, you know, just mute everyone on your team. Like, that's the hot new trend. People are saying you got to mute everyone on your team. That's what boosters do. That's what, you know, Foxdrop just said to do that on his YouTube. I don't know if he said mute everyone every game, but, you know, people just say you shouldn't ever say things to your teammates, just communicate with pings. And that's just not true. Like, you just have to have the self-control not to rage at your team. But sometimes it's important to use words to communicate ideas to your teammates, right? Like, pings are good. Like, people were here, people were there. But there's not a ping for group up and go take a tower. You know, there's not a ping for end game. Like, I could have pinged assist on the Nexus, but just like typing end game is a more clear message. So yeah, you shouldn't be typing up novels to your team. You shouldn't be, you know, backseat gaming, trying to micromanage everybody all the time. Like, hey, do this. Hey, buy this item. Hey, you know, play your champion this way. Like, don't do that. Don't rage. Don't be annoying. But I think communicating thoughtful ideas is important, you know? And yeah, pings can cover a lot of it, and you shouldn't be typing a lot. But there are times where you need to type. Even if it's not just tactical, right? So even if I'm not saying, hey, let's go do this strategy or let's go do that strategy, you know, sometimes saying words of encouragement can be helpful too. This is something that I could do more, but I do some in games. I'll say good job team or good job everyone and stuff like that, and that matters. And that keeps the morale high. It keeps people feeling good, and that's something that you want. You know, it's important to say words of encouragement, and it's really important to diffuse hostile situations. So I think some people say, oh, I'm getting too distracted by these people arguing in chat, I just want to mute them. Well, you know what happens? A lot of times, if you mute people like that, they keep arguing. And eventually someone says something that crosses a line, and the other person just throws or gives up the game. Where if you would have intervened, if you would have said, hey guys, chill, let's just win the game, and got their focus back on the game, then maybe that one person wouldn't have crossed the line to the other person, and they would still play to win. So that's partially your fault. If you're out there, if you mute people that are arguing and somebody decides to go AFK, like, yeah, they might go AFK anyways, but there is a certain, you know, there are a certain percentage of people where if you just tell them to chill and just focus on the game, they will. Or if you say some magical combination of words, like just win the game and you never have to talk to them. Or even if you just tell them just mute each other. Like, sometimes they'll do that, sometimes they'll forget there's a mute. So you will win a percentage of games by communicating and trying to be a mediator between people that are raging. Now, it's not fun to do that, but for me, like, it isn't always fun to win in solo queue. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Like, if you play a lot of games, not every game's going to be fun, but you need to play to win every time. I'm actually making a guide right now, how to carry in Bronze and Beyond, and I'm talking about the winning mentality, and this is part of it. Because I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. So stay tuned. When this video releases, hopefully I'll have it done. But there's a lot of misinformation that just says you shouldn't communicate with your team, right? Like, you should just mute everybody, or if people are arguing, mute them, or only communicate with pings and never type to people. And all three of those are false. Like, they're good basic ideas. You shouldn't type novels to people. You shouldn't rage to people. You shouldn't argue with people. But you have to be a mediator. You have to be a shot caller, a communicator. You have to be involved in a positive way in chat. You have to be a presence. You can't just be a fly on the wall and just like zone in and do your thing. Like, you have to direct your team. So anyways, that's it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. I do think that Blitz is quite powerful. I might actually start playing him more. I haven't played him a ton, but it feels like almost every time I play him, he's impactful. I think I have a low sample size, but a pretty decent little win rate with him. I mean, 62%. It's only off of 13 games, so I guess that's probably like 7 and 6 or something like that. Probably more, maybe 8 and 5. Let me see. Yeah, about 8 and 5. So he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I still do think that the ladies are the best overall. I think Janna is probably my favorite still right now. I had been toying with Sona for a while, and I do think that Sona is strong, but I don't know. They're all good in their own ways, but I think Blitz is a pretty viable pick into Twitch. I don't have a lot of good answers for Twitch right now, but I think Blitz is okay because you can pull him out of position. Like, you need an engaged champion against a Twitch team. Like, you have to force him to fight. You can't just let him farm and let Twitch get to 5 items. So that means that you can't do Janna into Twitch, probably. And Sona, like, you can flash ult or try to ult him or whatever. But that can be problematic too. I do think that Sona's going to be a lot better on the next patch with the change to Athene's and with the nerf to Doran's shield. That's something that I hadn't talked about a lot in my Sona videos, but the Doran's shield being able to heal through a lot of Sona harass early on is a pretty big deal. So, anyways, that's going to be it. I think Blitz can be strong. Finally, I got another good Blitz video on the stream. I think I've only got one posted up so far on the channel. It seems like I just never record the game whenever I play with Blitz, but anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Be sure to stay tuned for the Bronze and Beyond if you want to know how that's going down. I'll type up a really good guide for you. Speaking of which, before I head out, just in case this is the first time someone's been to the channel and they're just coming looking for Blitz, I have a lot of guides. I have a lot of content in general on the channel. I stream every night starting around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go usually till about 2 a.m. or so. And so we've got the guides. We have really in-depth tier lists. Like, really in-depth. You know, like, this is really, it's like an hour and 50 minutes, which is a long time. But you don't have to watch the whole thing. And that's the thing, if you're new to the channel, that's great that I think that I do, that a lot of other channels won't do, is people will give you the TLDR, right? They'll give you a 10-minute tier list or something. I give you a super in-depth tier list, usually about an hour and a half, depending on how many changes are on the tier. But I'll also give you the notes for it here. So you can click on your favorite champion that you want to hear about with the timestamps, or you can just jump around if you just want to listen to the tier 1 champs. You know, why do I think Janna and Lulu are so strong right now? You can listen to that. It's only about 20 minutes. And I'll also give you a Google Doc. So if you don't watch the entire thing, which I know very few people probably do, understandable, you can click on this, and I have it nice spacing, good highlighting, easy to access Google Docs. You can just skim down, kind of get the TLDR, and then if something looks interesting, you want to hear more about it, then you can go through and find the timestamp. So for example, if you want to know why utility supports are really good, you can just skip to the meta prediction section that I have timestamped here. Probably around here. So yeah, I think it's super helpful. And then for each tier list video that I do a little mini guide as well as different Google Docs. So if you want to know which runes, masteries do I recommend, what are good matchups for these champions, who are they good with, then you can just click on it. So you just click on Janna. And I update this about every patch. Every time there's a major meta shift, I update it. But you just click on that Google Doc, tells you the matchups, who they're good with, who they're good against, who they're bad with, who they're bad against, recommended items, runes, masteries, and then if I have an in-depth guide for that specific champion, then I link the in-depth guide as well. So if you want to know more, you just click on it.
With Janna.
And I have in-depth guides for probably about a half a dozen champions, and I'm doing more right now. And then this also has the timestamps. It also has its own Google Doc. So you can just keep going and learn as much as you want to learn about support. There's just links and guides upon guides upon guides for everything that you could possibly want to know about support. Most likely it's going to be on this channel somewhere. If you have some ideas for stuff that maybe I haven't covered, then you can always send me a message and I'll consider covering it. Speaking of which, I can do a guide of anything that you want. For $20. So I've had people commission various champion guides. I've got a Leona one. What do I have coming up? I've got Leona, Nunu, and Scion, and then I'm about to do like this redemption and locket usage guide. I'm going to roll that into the Bronze and Beyond video. I'm going to have a section on that in there. But yeah, I can do a guide over anything that you want. And also offer coaching sessions, $20, about an hour-long coaching session. I'll show you that here in just a second. You can request that I play any champion that you want to see me play. You can do that. It'll probably be in a flex queue or a normal queue. If you want to duo queue a normal game with me, just have some fun on stream. I can give you some commentary on your play, or we can just play for fun, whatever you want to do. I do that for $20. Right now on op.gg is only $5. I review your op.gg, give you a Google Doc with some advice on it. So that's a really good deal. I'm probably going to have to bump that up to $10 pretty soon, but that's a pretty good deal. And then if you just have a question and it's a really busy night on stream, we got like 200 people or something going on, then you can just, for a $3 donation, you'll get your question read aloud on the stream, and I'll answer it in the game. I answer every question that's read aloud like that. I try to get all of the text questions too, but sometimes if I'm in the middle of the game, I just can't see them all. It's not like I'm trying to ignore people. I just can't because I'm actually playing, you know. But the ones that are read aloud, because I can hear them while I'm playing, then I absolutely can answer those. And I do answer every one that's read aloud. Okay. And as far as the guides, we'll end on that. Or not the guides, the coaching videos. I've got 20 of them up so far. I've got like 3 more on the docket that I'm going to do, at least 1 or 2 of them today. But these are really in-depth too. These are great. So what happens is you send me a replay file, and I can show you how to do that if you just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. You send me the replay file, you donate $20. I should put that link on here too. But you donate $20, it's in the description. To basically every video, it's like a donate here. You just click on it. If you click on it, it just runs through PayPal. Just got a nice, easy, fill it out, donate. It's real simple. And for that, I go in here. I spend about 15 minutes pre-game looking at your op.gg, writing down a bunch of notes. Then I go over the replay, take physical notes as I'm going over the replay, and then I type them up on a Google Doc. This is going to be sort of the highlights of the best ways that I think you can succeed, and then I go over it at the end just to help remind you of the best ways you can win. And then this is time-stamped as well, and it has the Google Doc that I do for everything. So this is what the op.gg looks like at the beginning. Talk about your runes, masteries, matchups, different recommendations that I make. Talk about the pregame, just how I think the game might go down before I watch anything. So I give you just some tips, stuff you should be thinking about in the loading screen. And then in the post game, I just kind of go over, like I said, the number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and usually 5th, like the best ways that you can succeed in the game. Just to kind of recap everything that we covered in the video itself. And so I think it's a really good deal. For $20, that's really cheap for the level of depth that I put into it. So I think it's pretty good. A bunch of people have been taking me up on that. And you also get it on the channel. So everyone gets to know that you're awesome for donating and supporting all the content that they love. And we have a pretty cool, lively community here too. This is going to be... So the comments are usually, pretty friendly and helpful. There aren't a ton. I'm not a huge channel, but people do watch it. We have 380 views. So everyone, gets to see your games and gets to know that you're cool for donating and all that. If you want to make it anonymous, we can do that as well. Just let me know. I have done a few anonymous ones as well, but a lot of people like to put it up on the channel just so everyone kind of gets to see them. They get a shout out and all that stuff. So anyways, thank you very much. Have a great day. I think Blitzcrank's great on this patch. I think he'll continue to be good, and I'll see you next time.